Today, I'm going to show you how to make beautiful dashboards in Home Assistant. We're going to go from this to this. There are two concepts that you need to be aware of: themes and cards. Themes are what change your entire look and feel of your dashboard. This can be like colors, styling, elevation, whereas cards are kind of like individual components. I've highlighted all the cards on this dashboard in red to kind of give you an idea. For example, a very basic light switch that turns your lights on and off using the default card kind of looks like this, but you can also use custom cards to change the look and feel of that. So with that being said, let's jump into it. If you're watching this, I assume you already have Home Assistant set up. Now, one thing you are going to need to install, which is going to make life really easy, is something called HACS. It's kind of like an add-on and it just makes life really easy, especially when it comes to downloading these custom cards and themes. Now, the installation method is going to differ depending on the type of Home Assistant setup you have. If you've installed Home Assistant on something like a Raspberry Pi at the OS level, you can simply click this link. If you've run it in a container, you can simply run this command. And if you're running it as core, the commands are here. Now, I'll leave a link to these instructions down below so you can just simply click into it. For the purposes of this video, I currently have Home Assistant running in a container, so I'll show you those setup instructions. We're going to open up a terminal window. I'm going to type docker ps, and we're going to copy this command, docker exec-it, followed by the name of our container, which for me is Home Assistant, with bash at the end. This command gets us directly into our container, which is running Home Assistant. We then simply copy and paste this command, which will install HACS for us. Looks like that is done. Next, we're going to head over to Home Assistant and give it a reboot. Head over to Developer Tools and click Restart. This will take a minute. Now, once Home Assistant is up and running again, we do have to click on this to follow the instructions. Basically, we have to go to Settings and add the integration. So I'm going to head over to Home Assistant, go to Settings, Devices and Services. We're going to click Add Integration, and we're going to search for HACS. Go ahead and accept all of the tick boxes, and then click the link to authorize. Once you've authorized it, head back over and click Finish. That authorization to GitHub just allows HACS to access GitHub to download all of the custom repos that it needs to, which I'll show you now. Hit refresh, and if you've done everything correctly, you should now see HACS appear in the left-hand side menu. What this allows us to do is search for any theme or card that we want to add into Home Assistant. You simply search and click download. Now, there is a range of different themes and cards out there that you can download. I'm just going to show you my favorite, the one I use every single day. The theme we want is Lovelace Soft Theme. If we go ahead and download this one. In addition to this theme, we're also going to download 3 cards. The first is Mushroom. It gives you the ability to create cards that look like this. We'll go ahead and click download. Next, we want Bubble card, which looks like this. And finally, we want Mini Graph card, which also looks like this. Now, these are just some of the ones I've kind of come across over the last couple of years. The way I find out about these custom cards and themes, like which ones look really nice, I occasionally do check the HACS store. So what I do is I typically have a browse through what has the most downloads to find the ones that are really nice. And I also have a look at Reddit. The online community there for Home Assistant is amazing, and I get so many ideas from what other people have published on there. Okay, now if we head over to our name, scroll down a bit, from this theme menu, this is where you can change from the default to use the soft UI that we set up. Now, personal preference, I quite prefer the dark mode. And this is how you can take it from looking like that standard boring setup to something quite nice with cards, and you can see it's got a bit of glow and elevation around each item. If we head back to our overview, this is a new Home Assistant setup that I just did for this video, but this is exactly what I use on my actual setup, which looks like this. All of these cards are the stock standard ones, and it's just the theme that I showed you with Soft UI that makes it look really nice like this. So that's how you can make it look really nice using themes. Now, the custom cards, I'm going to show you how to get started with them. I've created a brand new dashboard like this that shows you all of the custom cards that we had created. I'm going to quickly go into settings and create a new blank dashboard. YouTube demo. So we now have a new canvas to start working with, and I'm going to add a couple of items. Whenever you want to interact with a device, you have to set up what they call a card. Now, I'm going to show you just a default card, which is a button card, and this is going to control the lights that are behind me. So if I save that, if I click that, you'll notice the lights are going on and off. Now, instead of using those default cards, we can use the custom ones that we installed earlier. And this just makes things look really nice. In terms of cards, the two that we installed were Bubble Card and Mushroom Card. So I'm going to search for Bubble Card. It may be useful to refer to the documentation to find out exactly which kind of style fits what you're after the best. For now, I'm going to go with Button. We're then going to select an entity. So this is what device do you want to show up in here? For me, this is my Nano Leaf Lights. It gives you a live preview of what it looks like. And you can get really fancy. You can customize pretty much everything with this card. But for now, I'm just going to leave everything as a default and hit save. The next one I'm going to add is the mushroom cards. For some reason, I've found this a little bit buggy where it doesn't quite preview everything correctly, but this is the card we want, the mushroom light card. I'm going to toggle these on, hit save. That's kind of the building blocks of how you make really nice looking dashboards. Now, the next thing I want to show you is the custom graphs. By default, this is how graphs typically look like, but using the custom one, you can make them pretty with different colors and a lot bigger. So we're going to add a new entity, and this time we're going to search for graph, and we want the mini graph card. This gets a little bit complicated because there's no graphical interface and we have to keep everything as YAML code. What I typically do is I get AI to tell me the correct syntax. I tell it I'm creating a mini graph card in Home Assistant, and I ask it to give me the YAML code. And really, all the AI needs is your entity ID of the thing you want to report on. In my case, I want to report on system monitor temperature, which tells me the current temperature of my Raspberry Pi, which is running Home Assistant for me. If I click on Edit and head over to Show Code Editor, it will actually give me the entity ID in here. I simply copy and paste that into my AI tool, and it'll come back with the exact syntax of what I need to use. Now, I'm using Claude in this demonstration, but you can also chuck it into ChatGPT or Gemini and get similar results. I'm going to go ahead and copy the first one, and we'll see what it looks like. So cool. It gives you a live preview. Go ahead and hit save. And I kind of want to see what the second one will look like. Which is pretty nice. Now, I had actually created some of these prior to making this video in this test dashboard, and I much prefer how this looks. So I'm going to copy that and edit this one, which looks much better. What I'll do is I'll put this into a public Git repo for you guys so you can just copy and paste the exact syntax so that you can get the nice looking dashboard. To give you an idea of what you can do for final products, this is what I currently have on my server health dashboard. By using these custom cards, I was able to transform it from this to this. So that was a quick overview of how you can make your Home Assistant dashboards look a lot better. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, YouTube thinks you'll like this video as well. Catch you in the next one.